Valyria, once the cradle of civilization and the epitome of grandeur, dominated the known world, admired and feared for its dragonlords and advanced sorcery. Its legacy is a haunting backdrop that looms over both the pages of George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire and the Game of Thrones television series, painting a picture of ambition, hubris, and downfall. The origins of Valyria remain shrouded in mystery, depicted as a verdant peninsula situated in the warm lands to the east of Westeros. It rose to prominence through its discovery of dragons and harnessing their power, enabling the Valyrians to conquer and establish an empire that stretched across most of Essos. The dragonlords were the pride of Valyria, steeped in magical lore and decadence, mastering the skies and enslaving entire populations through sheer might. Central to the narrative of Valyria is the Doom, a catastrophic event that obliterated the civilization within a day. Though the cause of the Doom is unspecified, theories abound, pointing towards a disastrous chain reaction of volcanic eruptions, possibly exacerbated by experiments gone awry involving the powerful wildfire substance. This annihilation left behind ruins known as the Valyrian Freehold, now a danger zone shunned by sailors and explorers. House Targaryen, one of the few surviving families of dragonlords, foresaw the calamity and fled to the safety of Dragonstone, a small outpost in Westeros. This escape set the stage for their eventual conquest of the Seven Kingdoms, led by Aegon the Conqueror, who aspired to recreate a semblance of Valyrian supremacy. Insofar as they wielded dragons, the Targaryens perpetuated their cultural heritage, governing Westeros for centuries on dragonback. Valyria's tale is emblematic of a prophetic warning against the lure of unchecked power and how arrogance can lead to ruin. It represents a significant, albeit destructive, chapter in the fictional history that impacts the present-day ambitions and fears of the characters in both the books and the TV series. As such, Valyria's legacy is a timeless reflection on greatness lost and the shadow it casts, a reflection that resonates throughout the narrative as the characters navigate a world still haunted by its forgotten splendor.
In the tumultuous years following the doom of Valyria, Westeros was a land divided by warring kingdoms and simmering rivalries. It was into this fractured realm that Aegon I Targaryen, known to history as Aegon the Conqueror, set his draconic aspirations. Born on the island of Dragonstone, Aegon was raised with tales of old Valyria's power, its dragon lords, and their vanished glory. Unlike his ancestors who remained aloof, Aegon's gaze turned westward toward the Seven Kingdoms across the narrow sea. Aegon's ambition was not bred from desire for conquest alone. It was a vision of unity. His companion dragons, Balerion the Black Dread, Vhagar, and Meraxes, were fearsome allies that gave substance to his plans. Alongside his sister wives, Visenya and Rhaenys, Aegon orchestrated a campaign that would reshape the fate of Westeros. Aegon began his invasion by strategically landing at the mouth of the Blackwater Rush on the eastern coast. Here, he built the first timber walls of what would become King's Landing, setting his sights on the realm's many crowns. His initial declaration was bold. He offered fealty to no existing king, demanding instead that they kneel to him or face the fiery wrath of his dragons. The resistance of the local lords was fierce, their pride unyielding. Yet, the battles that followed only solidified Aegon's legendary status. The Field of Fire, a battle that resonated fear across Westeros, saw Aegon and his sisters unleash their dragons, laying waste to the forces of House Gardner and House Lannister. Such devastating might hasten the submission of many. Despite their power, the Targaryens were not without diplomatic acumen. Aegon frequently showed clemency to those who bent the knee, integrating them into his nascent kingdom. Aegon I Targaryen, known as Aegon the Conqueror, is a pivotal figure in the annals of history, forever changing the fate of Westeros. His ambition to unite the Seven Kingdoms was supported by his mastery over dragons, particularly Balerion the Black Dread, the largest and most terrifying of the Targaryen dragons. This narrative delves into Aegon's strategic campaigns and his partnership with Balerion during the tumultuous period of conquest. Born in Dragonstone, Aegon was determined to forge a new era of unity under one rule. His vision was not merely one of conquest, but unification. With his sisters Visenya and Rhaenys, and their dragons Vhagar and Meraxes, he set forth on this monumental quest. However, it was Balerion, the Black Dread, whose shadow would inspire awe and terror equally across Westeros. The Battle of Harrenhal remains one of the most consequential encounters. Harrenhal, the king of the Iron Islands, had built a fortress that he believed to be impenetrable. Aegon, understanding the potent combination of earth and fire, unleashed Balerion upon the fortress. The dragon's fire melted stone, rendering Harrenhal a ghastly ruin and marking the end for King Harren and his lineage. Another significant battle was the Field of Fire, where Aegon faced the combined might of House Gardner and House Lannister. The stakes were immense, as victory here would open the gates to the south. With strategic precision, Aegon and his sisters utilized their dragons, and Balerion's mighty flames turned the tide, resulting in the capitulation of both houses and a decisive victory for House Targaryen. Aegon's conquest was not simply a series of battles. It represented a profound transformation of the political landscape. His vision transcended warfare. He established King's Landing, set the foundation for what would become the Iron Throne, and enacted a legacy that would persist for generations. Balerion, as his most powerful ally, was not just a creature of carnage, but a symbol of sovereign might. Through tactical brilliance and iron resolve, Aegon the Conqueror, with Balerion the Black Dread by his side, reshaped the future of the Seven Kingdoms. Their battles were not merely struggles for land, but epic tales of strategic acumen and the indomitable will to forge a unified realm.